Before I get going, I'd just like to say I'm sorry, I'm very ill. I believe I've got Ebola. If you're offended by that, turn off now. It's going to get much darker. It's that bad I've actually got the Lemsip, although this is the blackcurrant version. So the lemon one's Lemsip. This could be called, I don't know, black. No, probably not. Anyway, there was a story recently in the British press about an incredibly brave young woman. She's 14 years old and she came out as gay, said she's a lesbian. And that takes some bottle to do at that age, doesn't it? But the reason this became a story is that she was pressured into saying that she wasn't gay, she was in fact trans. And it made the papers when her mother stepped in because she was so alarmed at how quickly her daughter was going to be put on hormone injections, whatever. And when she complained, social services threatened to take her daughter into care. Now let's look at this in context. This is a young woman who's realised she's attracted to other women. What better way to treat her than bang her full of testosterone and fit her with a false cock? Then wonder why the suicide rate's so high. But this actually linked on to another story. Because there's a school in England that has 40 students who identify as transgender and 36 who say that they're gender fluid. Now before I get going on this, I want to say, if you are a trans person, I mean you no offence, wherever you are on your journey, because I know some people are born into the wrong bodies, I wish you all the best. If you're gender fluid, you can go and fuck yourself. Because gender fluid, if I understand it rightly, I'm male, I've got all male plumbing, and I identify as male. But if I were gender fluid, tomorrow I may wake up and go, no, today I'm a woman. I identify as a woman, and I expect other people to treat me as a woman. Then Friday it might go back again, I'm a man again. Now, for me, this is either severe mental health problems or a lot of attention seeking, and I'm erring towards that one. It's like, do you remember Little Britain? Matt Lucas and David Walliams. I'm a lady! They've just taken this too fucking far. But if we get back to this school, 76 kids there don't identify with their birth gender, and that makes up 5% of the school population, or 1 in 20. Now Stonewall, the transgender organisation in the UK, say it is 1 in 100. And it's generally accepted that's a massive exaggeration. But it's the one number they can go, yeah, 1 in 100. Are we okay with that? So I want to know, what the fuck is actually going on at this school? So what I did was I took to the internet, I started trawling around some message boards. And some of the things I'm going to say are quite disturbing, because I went on one thread and it said, what? 1 in 20 kids at this school is trans or gender fluid. Surely that's social coercion. And another one talked about the kids being indoctrinated. And you might be thinking, Disgruntled Danny, what fucking far-right Nazi website are you finding this on? And it was Mumsnet, the parents' website. Because there's so much noise about gender at the minute, I think parents are starting to go, what is going on here? And then it comes to one comment, which is beautiful, where it goes, it had to be in Brighton, didn't it? And then, yeah, the penny dropped. We all get it now. It's in fucking Brighton. And if you're not familiar with it, if you're from outside the UK, Brighton is a seaside town, very picturesque. It's also the gay capital of the UK. And I've been down there. I've got friends who live there. It's got the actual gay area is fantastic. The most chilled out place you'll ever go. But Brighton is on for becoming the most woke place on earth. It began a few years ago when they elected a member of the Green Party as their MP. And the Green Party, I'm going off on a tangent here, but the Greens did what everyone thought they would do. They put cycle lanes everywhere. So if you're actually in a car, you're only ever in first or second gear, meaning that your car is producing more pollution than it would if you were doing 30 miles an hour in fourth. Anyway, I'll get off that. But the whole area is now so ultra-liberal, it's like they want to prove they're more woke, they're more PC than everyone else. And although, I mean no disrespect to true trans people, if you are a trans person, I respect you on this, it looks like at this school, some of the kids are being subtly encouraged. Now, Brighton has a transgender support group for children as young as 5. What the fuck is going on there? Although I know what's going on there. It'll be some upper middle class person going, oh, Sebastian, he touched his sister's dolls. Maybe he's trans. That'll be so interesting. Then taking him down to this group going, oh, you want to be a girl, don't you? Let's cut your penis off so we can tell the neighbours. And at this school, I got onto some of their message boards and parents are going, I'm so proud that finally my daughter has come out as trans. Finally, how long have you been pushing her on it? Because here's the disturbing thing. This 1 in 20, this 5%, doesn't fit for transgender. But it does fit if you're looking at homosexuals and some learning disabilities. And I don't mean that to be offensive, people who can be coerced. And it sounds like what's going on is that because being gay is so accepted, now some parents want their kids to be trans just to be interesting. But the worst thing about this whole story for me is that there was a debate that went on Good Morning Britain yesterday. I didn't see it, I was at work, but I read the transcript. And first of all, there's a trans activist, and if you're from the trans community, why is it when you've ever got one of your activists on TV, you send someone who looks like the most outrageous drag queen believable? Sorry, I fucked that up, I'm ill. I can't take that seriously. If you've got someone going, well, I've had such an amazing day, you look like a fucking drag queen. Get back on the stage. But the person this trans person was arguing with was Piers Morgan. And I'm devastated because I read it and I agree with Piers Morgan. What the fuck has gone on in the world that I agree with that fucking phone-tapping gobshite? And I'll tell you what it is. It's one line. And it's one line that not just trans groups use, a lot of, I'll say woke, but I don't mean it in that way, use. Read through and I'm looking for it, and there it is. You can't understand this because you're a cisgendered straight male. And that is now the I have lost the argument line. It used to be online, that's something the Nazis would do, when you can't think of anything. Now, if you're losing an argument, you go, well, you're a white cisgendered male, so you understand nothing. Sorry, I'm ill. This was meant to be a nice, happy video about a gig I went to at the weekend, but then my friend Charlie sent me a link and got me annoyed all day, and yesterday. So, no real out of this, just things are right on in Brighton.